What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again for another video. And look, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, please go and click the subscribe button, the like button and the bell button to get notifications that all these videos are coming your way. Anyway, look, more importantly, because we start with all that fucking cheese, let's talk about Romero. Manchester United's second choice goalkeeper, Argentina #1 international, a very, very good goalkeeper, and he's been heavily linked with Everton today and yesterday. And since Henderson has signed a 6-year deal with Man United, I mean, that's a monumental deal, but clearly he's an extremely talented goalkeeper, and we saw that at Sheffield United. So Romero could be surplus to requirements. Now, it ticks a few boxes for us. First and foremost, we need a new goalkeeper. There's no getting around it. I half suspected we wouldn't get a new goalkeeper because I didn't think one would become available. And then all of a sudden, Romero has become available now. What will Romero offer? Well, he's a bigger stature than Pickford. He's stronger. He seems to be a little bit more typical goalkeeper. You know, he tries to get his body in front of it. He doesn't tend to make rash decisions. You know, he's comfortable with the ball at his feet, but he's probably not as comfortable as Pickford. His distribution's probably not as good as Pickford's, but equally, we haven't seen good distribution really from Pickford in a few years now. So, for me, Romero's a no-brainer, and the rumour is that it could be like a loan. Now, I'm only going by what I've read off Twitter. This is not true. I don't have any inside information, none of that shit. This is just a goalkeeper that I would definitely personally take over Pickford. Now, if you were going to say to me, you know, Pickford has to stay, I still probably would want Romero. You know, and that's just me being brutally honest. Pickford has burnt a lot of bridges with a lot of Everton fans. He's far too cocky. John described him perfectly, actually. Slammer. He kind of like, he makes a mistake, he's there grinning about it like he's cocky, and I just think, look, you shouldn't be cocky, you know. For the first time in your career, your #1 position with England is pretty much, I would say, gone. I think Pope should start for England. And I just think it's a struggle. And then I can't see us selling him because I can't see anyone buying him. Now, that would be the ideal thing, you know, for lots of reasons. If we could sell Pickford, that would be brilliant because we could bring Romero in on loan. But it helps towards the financial fair play and the balancing act that we no doubt are going to have to do now. So for me, if we could get a Romero in on loan and Pickford out the door this season, that would be tremendous. You've also got issues then with your #2 goalkeeper. You know, we've got Lossell and we've got Virginia, who didn't pull up any trees at Huddersfield or Reading. That's your issue you've got. You know, the backup goalkeepers are so bad that, you know, they're not great. You know, they didn't do great in the Championship. What makes you think they're going to do great in the Premier League? And that's the concern. So Pickford, for me, it's difficult to see him going unless a new #1 comes in. And then you've got to look at who could sign Pickford. And again, you're struggling. I can't see Chelsea wanting to spend 20-30 million on Pickford when they've already got as shit a version in Kepa. I don't know where he goes. I don't know what happens. Do I suspect deep down that Pickford will stay? Yes. Would it be ideal if he was sold and moved on? Yes. Do I think he will be? No. No, I don't. I don't. Also, other news, which was quite interesting, actually, regarding the new stadium. Now, we've all heard it. I actually asked I can't remember what we call Liverpool Heritage. I actually asked them for a statement, and to be fair to them, they give it to me. I can't read it while I'm on here, but bear with me 1 second. Now, for me, reading that comment, that small piece, and obviously there is that web link. If you see in the second part of that, there is a web link right at the top, and it basically says just above that, here is our statement. So at least you can read that yourselves. But I don't. This is where, you know, a lot of people, you love this, the fact that I'm Birmingham, you know, bred. I don't necessarily know the history of Bramley Moor Dock. I know what John's told me. I know what my dad's told me. I know what my granddad told me, who you know, was a merchant sailor out of Liverpool, you know, 70 years ago before he died, sort of thing. I don't know if that site was important. You know, I know they used to do like a festival on there. But to me, you know, the fact that it's a World Heritage Site, in my mind, it's still a shithole. So why would you want something to stay a shithole just because it's heritage? You know, you see grade 2, grade 1 listed buildings pulled down all of the time because they become derelict or disrepair, and no one's got the money to go and fund it. So it doesn't matter whether it's grade 2 or grade 1 listed, it's got to go because it's not right, it's not safe. And I just question why. And for the first time in a long time, it makes me wonder. I just find it ridiculous that this has been bought up. You know, when you've got the museum in Liverpool, which is a fucking eyesore. You know, it is an eyesore. And don't get me wrong, they've done loads of work with Albert Dock, and it looks great. The Titanic looks great. All of that area looks great, and the apartments over the road. That is a lovely area. Don't get me wrong. But having that dockland in front of it will benefit from having a beautiful looking, gorgeous stadium, which benefits the city. And as though they say that they're not against it, I also don't think they're for it. And actually, if you look at what they're implying, it's almost like it's a hindrance. But these aren't the guys that go and maintain the site. These aren't the guys that go and look after the, you know, the buildings that are currently on there. They do fuck all for it, apart from the fact they police that it's a World Heritage Site. And I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with it. You know, if this was a building that is absolutely beautiful, you know, 15th century, famous, you know, it's got a world of history or whatever, absolutely do not knock things like that down. But a dock that is, in my mind, fairly disused, I don't think anyone's going to miss it being a dock. So that's my, you know, that's my 50 pence worth. And to be fair to them, they didn't have to reply to me. So the fact that they have, I think, credit to them. I'm just not keen on their reply, but that is what it is. In terms of Everton, elsewhere, look, there was rumours that Moise Kean was leaving and going to Roma with Florenzi coming in. I don't know. I don't think so. I think the only way Moise Kean leaves this summer is if he pushes that move. And some people were saying that he was messing about on Twitter and Instagram with Everton handles and liking people's photos. Look, if that is the case, fuck him off. Job done. And bring in a right back on loan. Fine, whatever. But we'd miss out on how many goals did he get last season? 2. We'd miss out on 2 goals from what he contributed last season. Now, I do expect that he'll contribute more this season, but I still don't think he's going to progress to score 20 goals in the league. So it's not going to be the end of the world if he does leave. My concern is, again, you're leaving it a bit short up front. You know, you've got Cenk Tosun, you've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and you've got Richarlison. Does this mean that they're going to give the young lads like Ellis Sims a go? Because, you know, he's a guy that does deserve an opportunity. Again, it's just up all in the air for that, really. So, yeah, look, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to go too far into it because, look, it's just a short video today. It's just a 10-minute video just discussing what's really on my mind. I start work tomorrow, my new job, so I'm excited. Not nervous, don't tend to get nervous, but I'm excited because I think this could be a great opportunity for me in the future, so that's good. So yeah, all in all, guys, look, thank you ever so much. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. You lot are smashing it, like, supporting us, just smashing it. let me know what sort of content you want coming your way, because look, I'm really keen to do more content for you, and it's going to be broader. We're going to talk about, you know, this week we're going to do a tier list, and we're going to do the Premier League home shirts and then the Premier League away shirts. So we're going to judge them, and I'm telling you right now, categorically, the Wolves away shirt is the worst. So I'm just putting it out there. I'll do it early for you, because that is horrific, man. Apart from that, John's all right. He's decorating, so he's probably not going to be here for a while. Also, the news that Everton broke the other day that their pre-season friendly with Blackburn's cancelled. I still think they might try and play a behind closed doors game with someone. It wouldn't surprise me. I think they need to, because they need to have some prep. Because, you know, the teams that we're facing aren't great. You know, Blackpool, which we were really poor at for 45 minutes. No game against Blackburn, which are a mid-table championship side. And then we were going up against the Preston side. So, it's not great. I would have liked it that Everton tried to arrange like a pre-season fixture tomorrow behind closed doors against, I don't know, one of the Manchester clubs. Just play someone, you know, someone. I wouldn't even be bothered if it was a closed game against Liverpool. If they were just, we need to play a Premier League team, and they need to be fairly local. So Liverpool, Man United, Man City, that would have been perfect. You've probably also got Burnley. There's probably another step up. You know, someone like that. That's who we should have been playing, in my opinion. I know it's a Premier League game. I know we're playing against the Premier League, but Everton and that team are going to be very, very different when we actually play them in real life. So, guys, look, I'm leaving it there. Have a fantastic Tuesday tomorrow. Have a great day. And, guys, I'll see you soon. Peace.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it